good evening. Thanks for coming over.
Good morning.
Okay, it is good morning now. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. We were hanging out after I made a couple videos, and then Lisa came over, and we were hanging out, and we were just talking about stuff that's getting caught up on.
I'm a late.
You were late.
Schedule's screwed up now with all this stuff.
I was late too because I woke up late and I was doing shopping as the stores were closing, and even one store was closed when I went by, and I thought it was open till 11.
Yeah.
Well, it just happens.
Short-staffed.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah.
Possibly.
I have here 2 bottles of whiskey, one of which I have tried already, and there's almost none left. It's like down to the bottom. This is the Talisker 10 that had been open for over 10 years. And I also have here a fresh bottle of Talisker 10 that hasn't been opened yet.
Has the label changed much?
Somewhat.
I mean, I'm just, I like bottles and collecting things.
Put them up there. They're a little different.
Yeah, they are different completely.
Yeah. So this is the earlier Talisker, and this is the fresh one. So
nice.
What we're going to do is try them side by side.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. It's the same whiskey. It's Talisker 10.
Made by the sea.
Yeah.
I wonder if that one says that.
Oh, well, it might say something on that.
Okay, I'm going to check those out later.
Okay. And it used to be a green bottle. Now it's a white bottle.
Oh.
But it's the same thing. It's Talisker 10. So what I'm going to do, and I had to replace the cork because the original Talisker 10 cork fell apart.
Was it just one of the normal corks?
It was a normal cork like this, but it fell apart because...
No, but did it have that top on it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But the top came off. It just fell apart. Now, I'm going to pour one for you. There's not much left.
Okay, so this is 10 years old already, and then it's been sitting open.
It was
for
open
10
for
years.
10 years in storage, yeah. And you might get a little bit of cork in there too.
What?
There might be a little bit of cork left in it.
Okay, well I didn't eat dinner.
Wait.
What? I didn't taste it.
No, I'm not finished yet. Just gotta make sure you get
some cork.
Yeah. Maybe not some cork, but you get enough. Okay.
Come on, I have more than you now.
Do you?
Anyways,
they're the same.
When we went to Shelter Point, I actually finished a couple of drams of whiskey, and that was fun.
And now we're gonna open the fresh one, which is gonna. There it is. There's the little C-shaped thing that you just pull off. You just pull it open.
And I don't want to say the olden days, but back in the day, is that how it was?
Yeah, pretty much. So now we're going to pour this one.
I noticed that it said on the bottle 1830.
Yeah.
So, it's been around for a long time.
Oh yeah, Talisker's been around. I'll have to tell you another thing about Talisker, which I have told people who have commented already on it, or when there is, that's about right. When somebody does a video about Talisker 10, I tell them it's like an old friend to me, but it is like to me, Talisker 10 is like an old friend. However,
so this is not the first time that you've actually tasted it. It's been a while.
Oh, I've had several bottles of Talisker 10 over the years.
Oh, okay. But so Talisker's 10, I'm just going to ask a question. Yeah. Sorry if I'm being annoying.
No, that's fine.
Being it that's called that, that's their only whiskey. Like they only serve it 10 years aged.
I think there's also an 18-year-old Talisker.
Oh, okay. But that's the one. Right?
And they have other Taliskers, entry-level Taliskers like Talisker Storm and Talisker Dark Storm.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But there's no age statement on those. This is the one with the age statement.
The age statement?
Yes, when it says 10, it's an age statement.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but there are whiskeys that don't have age statements.
Okay, so it could be anything.
Yeah, you can have a whiskey that's 5 years old, and it has no age statement on it.
So I feel like maybe if it's 10 years old and older, maybe they'll put that.
No? Well, there's sometimes they make a whiskey that is a special whiskey that has some 5-year-old in it, and it has some 10 years old in it, and it has some 20 years old in it. They make a blend of the different ages.
Like your infinity bottles?
I suppose, yeah.
No, like they actually do that?
And then they sell it as a whiskey.
Okay, and then they'll never make that again. The same way.
Maybe they will.
Oh, well, maybe I guess so.
Yeah.
If they take.
You can have a whiskey that's made from old whiskey and young whiskey and blended together. I guess they have to just
take the measurements. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
But the thing is, when they put an age statement on a bottle, the age statement has to be the age of the youngest whiskey in the bottle. So the youngest whiskey that is in this bottle is 10 years old. It could have 12-year-old, it could have 14-year-old, it could have 20-year-old whiskey in it.
Answer that, because I don't understand that. Why?
Because that's the rules. The rules is that you have to have the age of the youngest whiskey that's in the bottle. Okay. But you can have older whiskey too.
So probably there is. You don't know.
There might be some older whiskey in there.
That's actually very interesting to me.
And what else is interesting is that the newer one is a little darker. I don't know if the old one was bleached.
Let's see how much do you have?
What?
Show me. Okay, we're going about the same here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one is lighter.
Yeah, that's the older one. Now, was that bleached by the sun, or was it lighter to begin with?
Or because it's been open for so long?
That could be.
Maybe the color has dissipated. Would that be a right word? Or maybe it's a wrong word?
Yeah, you could use that.
Evaporate? No. Anyways.
They smell different.
Do they really?
Yes.
Okay, let's smell.
The old one is kind of a fruity.
Yeah.
And the younger and the newer one is also fruity to some extent, but there is a little bit of peat.
This is fruity, but I smell the cork.
You do, eh? That's the cork that disintegrated, not the one that was in the bottle more recently.
Oh, I think I have some.
Do you?
Oh!
Do you?
Well, it's fine.
If you do, we can trade.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Now this one.
Oh, yeah, they're totally different.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like this one better already because...
You do?
Well, because it was just open.
Because it's fresh.
But it definitely smells like a fresh, like a spring fresh chicken. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean? This one...
I've never had a whiskey smell like a chicken.
No, but like, you know, like Easter. Like it smells really... I think that, to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you this right now. I think I'm not going to like the new one, and I'm going to like the old one better. I probably won't like either of them, but... Oh, I don't know. The other one just smells old.
Yeah.
It smells old and dusty and like a cork.
A little like a cork.
You know what I mean?
But you know what?
Like the barrel.
But you know what? It's better now than it was when I first got it.
Oh, because you've opened it a few times?
Well, because I got rid of the bad cork. And I replaced it with a newer cork.
Right.
With a cork that isn't falling apart.
That being said, that proves the point. Right? Because if the cork was in there and you're saying it's gotten better smelling, then you took it out, now it smells better, then yeah, it's corky.
Yeah, it's better.
It's corky.
But it's better than it was. Anyway, there isn't much of it left, so I'm going to give it a taste now.
One, two, three, go. Okay.
You can add water too.
That's flavorful.
Yeah, it's a little corky, but it's fruity too. And you know, it's better than it was before.
So how do you already had some of them?
Oh yeah, I've tasted it before, but since then I bought the new bottle to try next to this.
All right, I got it, and I actually did it. So you may have the rest of mine.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
You don't like it? Okay.
Not really. It does taste. I'm sorry, but it tastes old. It tastes musty.
Yeah. Well, it was...
I mean, if you didn't tell me that, I would have probably said the same thing, too, because it does have that taste.
Because it was stored in a cardboard box.
I mean,
And
fair enough.
It might have some of that cardboard taste to it, but not so much as it did before.
I can taste like the cork though. Like I think. I mean, you did. That was suggestive, but
I'm getting some vanilla. I'm getting some vanilla in there as well.
Yeah, it smells completely different.
Yep. This is a fresh one.
So it's the same.
It's Talisker 10.
It's the same brand. Yeah. So there is something to be said about having an open bottle of whiskey for 20 years.
Now, had this bottle
is it more?
Had this bottle been sealed for all those years,
Yeah.
and never been opened,
Yeah.
chances are that it would be more like this one.
Well, not chances. Maybe we should actually try that. Maybe we should do an experiment.
Okay, so find a bottle that's been sealed for 12 years or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we should actually do an experiment if we can.
Well, we have to find a bottle that
It doesn't have to be that brand.
No, it can be any brand.
Yeah.
But you have to find a bottle of the same brand, a new one and an old one.
Yeah, let's try. I'll try and find one.
Find a sealed one.
I'll try and find one.
And this is the Talisker 10. That is the fresh one.
Well, I was wrong.
You were wrong?
Yeah.
In which way?
I don't know why I thought I would like the old one better. I think because the new one smells, it's really potent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of, so I thought, I don't know.
What is the percentage?
But I do prefer the new one.
You do?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's actually kind of fresh. You feel that?
Yeah.
It's got some finesse.
Okay, this is 45.8%. And the old one
Well, it should be the same.
is also 45.8%.
Yeah. I'm going to work on trying to find, I'll try and do that.
But you know something.
That would be cool. I don't know, my dad has maybe.
Did I mention that when I first tried Talisker 10 back in the 1980s, I didn't like it?
So it would have tasted like this one. Well, it should have anyway.
Well, it maybe tasted different.
They've tweaked their recipe.
They changed it. If you get a bottle from 30 years ago, it won't necessarily be the same as the one I bought this week.
Sure, but they, maybe they should change the name then. They could still have it 10 years old, but they should maybe say Talisker 10 plus 1. Or new and improved.
Well, they change as they go.
Okay.
Because if you get a bottle from 10 years ago and it's been sealed, it'll be not necessarily the same as the one that you get today because tastes change.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to look at the bottles because I can already see the changes here. And so just like the bottle changes.
Tastes change too. And lately there has been a trend.
The recipe is changing, you think?
There has been a trend to make whiskeys sweeter than they used to make them.
Oh, really? How come? Because they have better sales?
That's because they're trying to...
it says Scotland on the back of this one.
Both of them.
Oh, didn't see this
They're
one.
both from Scotland.
Oh, yeah, but it doesn't say that on here. It's got the map, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
But this Talisker 10, the fresh one, is sweeter than I remember Talisker 10 to be. I used to get a lot more smoke from it. Now I'm getting just quite a bit of sweetness. I
don't like sweet things, but that's why I like it. I think it just tastes like hands on. It tastes way better. It's just way more fresh. A 10-year-old sitting there in a box with a cork. Yeah, it's aged.
I also get a lot more vanilla and caramel from the old one, which I wasn't getting from the new one.
Yeah, it just tastes old and corky and dusty. I mean, obviously you're going to appreciate that. I know that's great.
It's not bad. I think I'm getting used to it.
I think you've already had a couple.
Not of this.
Cullen Hills. Oh, it's a distillery.
Yeah, Talisker is a distillery on the Isle of Skye. That's what it should say on there.
Yep, it does. The Golden Spirit of Sky.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, nice. Anyways, it's cool. And you know what?
What?
Is even cooler. Not the whiskey, but the bottle.
You like the bottle?
Just because it's old.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I like that old school vintage stuff, you know? You can't get this anymore. And it's literally it's probably more than 20 years old, eh?
Well, it was distilled. If it was in storage for 12 years, and if it was opened shortly before it was put in storage, and then it's 10 years distilled before that, it's probably, the distillate is like 22 years old.
But the bottle itself is probably about like maybe 15 years old.
Maybe. I don't know exactly.
I'll look it up.
I don't know how long it had been open before it was put in storage by the old guy.
I like to collect things and I have too many things. Okay, that was, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. But actually, you know what? I do actually like this one. This one is a yay.
So you like the fresh Talisker 10?
This is a yay for me, and I think I only had one other yay. And wait a minute, wasn't that one 10 years old too?
Yeah, that was the Shelter Point 10-year-old.
Oh, okay. We're trending.
At cask strength, which we had to add water to make it drinkable, because it was a little bit too strong straight up.
Mm-hmm. And I'd like to try this one with water too.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Did I?
I'm just gonna, do that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's enough.
That's good.
That should do it. Let me get it.
Somebody was saying, like, I can't remember who it was, but if you add water, why are you adding water? And it is a whiskey thing, is it? Like, people do that, right?
Yes, they do.
Because actually, if you have ice if you have ice in it, then it is going to melt.
Yeah.
And it is going to change the taste.
Yes. And water changes the taste too.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It becomes water if you have an ice cube, right?
But this being 46%, I don't think it needs water.
Oh, okay.
For me.
Yep. It's just, as all the whiskeys are for myself, they're just, and I'm getting used to them now, but they're definitely sipping drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm definitely trying to be more sophisticated and enjoy them.
You're getting there.
And I actually am.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, trash can's over there. No, I missed.
I wanted to say hi to Tassin too.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to be more sophisticated, so I'm trying to be.
Okay.
So cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Yep. Thanks for having me over so late.
Oh, it's always nice to have you visit.
And I'm going to try this. Did you try it with water? No?
I could, but I don't need to.
Yep. It's not as harsh going down. I always find that, like, when I do the switching thing, and I taste, like, somebody told me to do that. When I do that, it, like, actually burns my mouth. But with a little bit of water, no.
If you add water, no, that will take the strength of the alcohol down.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've still got one of each, the old one and the fresh one, and
You're drinking them both.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Don't put it in my glass.
No. I want to just.
Can we do a cheers?
We could.
Like one of these?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't try and pour any in there.
No, I'm not trying to.
Oh boy.
What was that?
Someone partying? I'm not sure what they said. I heard this, like, those things you blow?
Yeah. One of those party.
Do they still even make those?
I don't know.
Is it a party favor?
I guess it's a party favor.
Okay.
The thing that goes out and, yeah.
I haven't seen one of those in years.
No, I have not.
No. It's paper, right?
Yeah, it's a paper thing that folds out, or it rolls out.
Okay, I'm going to have to find one. I'm going to have one next show.
Will you? Okay.
Okay, bye.
Slunchava.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food Quig. Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.